Welcome to Smitsfield. This is a virtual tour to show you the property for those of you finding it difficult to actually come out and visit the property yourselves. The property is located about 2.5 hours drive from Gauteng. Smitsfield is actually the name of the farm. When we came here to develop it, we fell in love with the name. We also fell in love with magnificent trees that you see around us. The cedar pines that actually showcase the whole property and creates a perimeter around the property is 100 years old. In the background you can see the chapel. It's also a heritage chapel and there's a lot of history that you can read up about it. Then further in the background is the modern, newly developed reception venue. And on the left-hand side we also have our accommodation. So if you'd like to follow me, then I would love to show you this property. So this is our chapel. It's got a lot of history to it. The chapel was built in 1924. If you want to read up about the history, you can just follow the link to the history of the chapel. Main features are that the sides open up completely, which gives you an indoor-outdoor feel. It's also very spacious. We can accommodate 280 guests in the chapel. We have 28 pews with 14 pews in a row. The pews also have a lot of history to it. As you can see, they are quite old. They are original Oregon pine. They were rescued during the Anglo-Boer War when the British soldiers burnt down the church in our nearest town, and they were stored here and kept here on Smitsfield. When we renovated the chapel, we tried to keep the tones subtle and we wanted to keep the heritage of the structure. So we kept everything white and clean and natural wood colour, which complements any style, any decorations, any floral design. It's basically a clean canvas for you to decorate. We do have a few backdrop options that you could use to decorate the interior side of the chapel, or you can just use it as a clean canvas as it is.
At Smithfield, we not only offer a beautiful indoor chapel option, we also have two magnificent outdoor ceremony options. The first being the oak canopy. The majestic oak lane surrounding the property at Smithfield makes for a tranquil, organic outdoor ceremony area, seating up to 250 guests under the shaded oaks. We also then have the poplar forest. The poplar forest is a natural forest on the banks of the Vaal River with a tranquil creek running through the forest, which creates the most whimsical outdoor ceremony setting. Seating up to 160 guests on log pews placed in an amphitheatre, the whistle of the wind brushing the silver poplar leaves sets the perfect ambiance for your special day.
Isn't it obvious? You're right in front of me with the answer. With the answer.
So this is our main entrance to the reception venue. When we designed this, we wanted to have a landmark feature or design. So we came up with a magnificent truss design that actually replicates a diamond shape. So if you have a look at them, you can see that they are slanted towards each other with a diamond shape towards the bottom. The main purpose of this is to accommodate the different features of our venue as a flow through to the rest of the area. We also wanted to make sure that we do not obscure the beautiful landscape. So we have massive glass doors as you come through and another big glass entrance at the end of our foyer so that you can still enjoy the view of the Vaal River ravine at the bottom of the property. From here, we would like to show you the different areas of our venue. So our bathrooms are on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side we have our dish-up area. This would be our main reception hall. And through here is the side hall, also linking to the main reception area. And then through these doors, we have access to the outside area where we usually celebrate and enjoy canapes. So this is our canapé area under the magnificent oaks that you see here. We do our harvest table here. We have a gin bar that's included in our package. We also do a bit of a traditional melkos and roasted cook station, which is very delicious and entertaining for the guests. You can also have live entertainment in the background here. We set up a stage for some live bands and music to play. And then from here, your guests can obviously enjoy their drinks and while you guys do your couples photos. And after canapes, they move into the main reception venue, which is in our background. So through these main doors, we enter the reception venue. We'll first enter the side hall, which is also a smaller functional part of our venue. So follow me. So this is the side hall of our venue. It's also got a few functions. We use this as part of our canapé area. When it is a colder day, your guests can sit inside the side hall. We have the 2 lounge settings with a fireplace. On colder days, we do light the fireplaces, and if it's too cold for your guests outside, they can come and sit inside. It serves as more as an informal area to the venue. We also use the space on Friday nights to do your rehearsal dinner before the big day. For the guests that are staying on the venue, we have our breakfast every morning on a Saturday and on Sunday mornings in this space. The dividers in the background can door close and it just creates a smaller space then. We can also do smaller intimate weddings or smaller functions in this space. So it's very versatile and we feel that it adds great value to our venue. So this is our bar area. We wanted the bar to be a big feature as part of our venue. So we put some thought into designing the counter and all the details that went with it. It's also very functional. It's part of the side hall. So on Friday nights, the bar is also open for the rehearsal dinner. It also then flows through into the outside area for smokers, and we have a Boma through these doors. I think one of the main features about the Boma area and about the venue is we only do 1 wedding per weekend. So once the party's over and the DJ's left and the bar's closed, your guests don't have to go anywhere, especially if they are staying on the venue. They can just come out here and carry on until the sun rises if they wish to. Okay, so this is our main reception hall, which we use for the main function of the evening. It's very versatile. You can do your table settings in a few different layouts. Currently we have them set out into long tables with your main table at the end. But there's a few options. You can also do your main table in front of our concrete wall on this side. The hall is also versatile in the fact that you can open up all the dividers on the left-hand side to give you a more spacious layout, or you can keep them closed to have a more cozy setup. The venue is large and we can accommodate up to 300 guests in this space, but we've also done a few smaller intimate functions, so it all depends on how you want to do your table layout. We have a built-in sound system which is engineered for the space. So ideally we would like to have the dance floor in front of the main window with the 2 fireplaces, because the DJ layout is in that corner. But if you were to use the concrete wall as your main table and you wanted your dance floor in the middle of the hall, the presets on the sound system is engineered to accommodate this as well, so that there's no delays and echoes. From this angle, you can see the ideal area for the dance floor would be over here, with the DJ area in that corner over there and a fully equipped sound system. And we also have the bar area over here, which is close to the dance floor, which is quite important late night when you don't want to separate the group between the dance floor and the bar. And then also, as you can see, we have these lovely fireplaces, which is also replicated in the side hall. For winter months, we built in these fireplaces to make sure that we give a nice warm ambiance and cozy feel to your guests. We also have 2 industrial wood burners inside the main reception hall, which ensures that on colder evenings during winter months, everyone is nice and warm and enjoys the evening. So at Smithfield, we value our service providers a lot, and we've tried to make it as comfortable as possible for them. We have, through these doors, we actually have a dedicated flower room for florists to do their flower arrangements and do their whole setup here, and they don't have to come into the main hall and make a mess and clean it up. They can actually just do their thing at the back of these doors and close the doors, and then there's no mess and it's nice and neat. We also have a dedicated access door on the back of this area for them with water supply and everything. And then also we have the DJ area, which we've mentioned before, just to emphasize the fact that the sound system is built in and it's engineered for the hall, which makes it very easy for your DJ because he doesn't have to do a setup and bring a lot of expensive equipment with. He can just plug into our system and use the whole surround sound system as it is designed for the space. So as part of our wedding package, we include our basic cutlery, which consists either of our stainless steel silver set and white plates, as well as a white serviette, and also the crystal wine glasses and champagne glasses and the water tumbler. Also have basic salt and pepper for our table settings. We also have a black set as well as a gold cutlery set with a different type of serviette. All of this is included in our wedding package. If this is not something that you would like, then you can either contact the decor company and rent in other items, but this is included. What's also included is our tables and our chairs. Our chairs are leather and steel. They were actually imported from India and specially designed for Smitsfield venue. You will not find another design like this in South Africa. This was specifically made for us. Our tables were also custom made for the venue, so the size of the table is an ideal size to accommodate flower decorations and a total of 10 guests, as this layout is currently, where you have 2 people at the ends. Alternatively, if the tables are pushed together, then we can accommodate 8 guests on a table with 4 people on each side. Through these doors, we have our dish up area. Our main buffet setup is from this space over here. Behind the green wall, we have our kitchen. We also do our breakfast dish up from here. The space is fully dedicated for serving and for dishing up and for buffet. In that corner we have our coffee station, which is open the whole weekend. It's free of charge. Everybody gets a free cup of coffee while your service providers are busy decorating the hall. They can help themselves to some coffee during the wedding reception. They can also come and help themselves to a cup of coffee. We keep it fresh and we keep it brewing throughout the whole weekend. So behind me we have the entrance to our bathroom facilities. We dedicated this area close to the main entrance of our venue so that when people are attending the ceremony, they can actually come to the bathroom without walking through the main hall and seeing all your nice decorations, which you want to keep a surprise for later. So behind this we have our accommodation setup. It's very unique here at Smithfield. We have 4 train carriages which we renovated into accommodation, and we also then decided to do 2 station buildings over the train carriages to create a bit of uniformity and give it a bit more structure. So the top station that you can see, we've called it the Royal Oak Station, just to keep in touch with all the oaks surrounding the property. And then the bottom station, we've called it the Victoria Station. The last carriage on the bottom station is called the Queen's Coach. That's where the bridal suite is, and where we also have our salon that the bride and all the bridesmaids use to get dressed and get ready. So if you'd like to follow me, then I'd like to show you our very unique accommodation setup. So this is our bridal suite. It's also in one of the train carriages. So the whole carriage is dedicated to the bridal suite. In the middle of the carriage we have the bathroom that we built in, which is very private and uniquely done to complement the Victorian style and era. And then at the back of the carriage we have the salon area. The bridal suite also walks out onto its own veranda where you can enjoy a lovely view, a ravine and a lovely sunrise. So this is the salon area, which is part of our bridal suite where the girls can get ready. We've equipped the space with 2 makeup stations, a hair station. We have a dedicated salon hair dryer in that corner over there. There's this nice sound bar in, so you can just link your cell phone to the sound system. There's also an air conditioner in the space to make sure that the temperature is nice and comfortable. The space also walks out onto the veranda. Bring a nice champagne breakfast out on the Saturday morning for the bridesmaid and for the bride, so she doesn't have to go and get breakfast in the main venue. We bring that out as a treat to all the ladies. So in this specific train carriage, we try to keep a bit of the originality of the wooden train carriages. We call it the whiskey and the saloon car. The space is dedicated for the groom and the groomsmen to get dressed and to have a few drinks. So this is one of our train carriages, one of the rooms. The rooms are fully equipped with a queen-size bed, a heater panel for the winter months. We also have heated blankets on the beds, and then the ablution facilities or the bathroom facilities are at the end of the station under the roof. So behind us we have another unique accommodation setup. We refer to these as our blockhouse units. These units are very uniquely designed with modern finishes and interior on the inside. They also have a magnificent view over the valley here at Smitsfield, and we can accommodate 8 guests in total in the rooms. So here we have the spring room. It's decorated according to season spring, which is one of my favorite seasons here at Smithfield. Each room is equipped with a small wood burner inside and this magnificent view at the back. We've also equipped each room with a coffee station, a nice fridge, an air conditioner, a microwave, heated towel rails in the bathrooms and a heater inside the bathroom as well, and also an electric blanket on the bed for the colder, chilly evening.